If you're a producer working with artists, it can be kind of hard to understand what the artists are trying to say when they are describing how they want to sound like. It can often be like talking a completely different language. Maybe they're talking French and you're talking Greek and nobody can understand each other. But with clear communication, the use of sort of good references, you can actually really get on the same sonic path and realize that artist's vision. And that's what we're going to talk about today in our second part of the production strategies series that I did with my producer Fiona Foreman, who I hired to produce my latest single, Home to You. In this part of the interview, we're going to talk about how to send the right references as an artist without overwhelming your producer, how to analyze those references as a producer so you can figure out how to get on the same path. And so if you are a musician working with a producer or a producer that wants to work with artists, I hope this will help you understand how to get clear communications from the get-go so that you can get working on something that both of you are truly proud of. All right, let's get into it. What you did at the beginning was you asked for a bunch of references or your onboarding. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so once we've got budget up front, we've got all the business out of the way, and now onto the fun stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you've got a song, and you told me that you wanted it to, you said, I've got the song, and I've got it in mind a bit to sound a bit Mumford & Sons meets Foo Fighters, and my ears pricked up. Oh, I like that sound of that. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And that's a good starting point, but I do to try and get in the head of the artist. What do they really hope to hear? And sometimes that's very clear in an artist's head, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it takes a bit of coaching from my part to say, well, they might say, I've got this song and I don't really know what I want it to sound like. What sort of music do you like? What do you listen to? Have you got other tracks that you've done in the past? Do you like those tracks? Do you want to steer away from that or lean into that? Yeah. So very important before you even open the door or play a note to have that visionary discussion about where do you see this song going sonically. And so we talked about that. Yeah. And so it's Mumford & Sons meets Foo Fighters sounds pretty good. And I said to you about references. Like I remember when I first started, references were like, oh, I just want to sound like me. And lots of artists say that. I don't know who I sound like. I don't want to be like anybody. I'm just me. Yes, that's very true. And there is no one else that will sound like you. But you are influenced by what you listen to. And the things that you might want to lean into, it's actually worth thinking a little bit specifically about. For example, when we talk about references, you might be thinking, you might hear a song and you go, oh, I really like the way that chorus lifts melodically. Ah, that's really cool. Or you might hear a chord progression and go, that's a cool chord progression. Or you might hear the tone of the bass. I love that growly bass sound. Yeah. Or, as I think I said to you, I like to have 2 or 3, and I've learnt maximum references. Yeah. And the artist to say, this is what I like about this song, and this is what I like about that song. And then that starts to form a vision in my head as to which direction I might go. So with you ended up sending me a nice leak document and explaining the song and that. Yeah, we had lots of references, didn't we?
Yeah, no, and I think that was because that's one of the things that's interesting to me, because I was like, I don't really know how to work with a producer, right? I've always just done it on my own and gotten feedback from the band and all that. And so I'm like listening to a bunch of the songs that I like, and I was like, oh, this song's really good, this song, or the stuff in this song, and I'm definitely not specific enough, about what it is that I liked and disliked, because I give you too much to go off of, right?
Yeah, you weren't. I wouldn't say you weren't specific enough. So what you did was sent me the link to the songs. I could listen to it and said, I like the way one of them was the way the vocals weave in between, and one of them was I just like the vibe of this song, and one of them was I like this sort of guitar production, and that was all really good actually. But I think there was just a lot to choose from, and so I had this wide palette. Okay, I narrowed it down and said, Bjorn said he likes this particular vibe. I might try and aim for that vibe and then listen to that song over there, and the vibe's totally different, but the guitar part does something. Okay, so I'll need a bit of an edgy set. I think you mentioned the Edge playing a Blade part. So just it was almost like a jigsaw puzzle trying to fit those things together. Yeah. And I think you, in your own head, You even said it, I think, in the document. Oh, I just love music. I've just ended up sending you all this stuff because I love talking about music.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the curse of it, right? You're just like so into the, like, you could talk about music forever. You like think about the kick drum sound and all these things, and you totally lose track of the, like, all right, let's reel it back to what we're trying to do here.
That's right. And so and this is the way I use references, is I listen to them once or twice at the start of the process, and then I forget about it.
Yeah.
I just start working on the track, and I've got that palette of ideas in my head, but I don't go back and, oh, actually, I've got to better listen to that reference again. Don't listen to them again until the end of the process. If I was mixing, I would definitely ask for a mix reference, like I'd ask them to send me a tonal reference. So I really like the tone of this song, overall song. So yeah, we had 6 reference tracks, I think. And I wouldn't say I wouldn't want any more, but
yeah,
I think about 3 is a good number, and not too specific, actually, because it's more about the vibe. Yeah.
I wish I could tell you that after that, everything worked out great. She sent me the perfect thing back, and everything worked out like a fairy tale ending, and I released my song, and we all were just real happy with everything. But that's not what happened at all. And we came this close to completely abandoning the entire project. And in the next video in the series, we're going to go into those sort of uncomfortable issues we had talking to each other, trying to get back on the same page and trying to work together when things weren't quite working out. I'm excited to see you in the next one. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. Please check out the song. It's available everywhere. You can stream music. Home to You by Random Somebody, because if this random somebody can make music, so can you. And please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the series so far. I'm Björkman from Audio Issues. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.